Hi, I'm Real Generic Demon, and this is What's on the Tape, Season 4, Volume 4. This week we have, to test, to see what we can find on it, 2 Mighty Curry's tapes from the High Street. So we have this one here. I love the way that it's made in Switzerland, actually. I don't think Switzerland made very much other than, well, without being stereotyping, cuckoo clocks and chocolate. But, yeah, and they also do the money thing, don't they? They do a lot of money. They used to have a lot of banks. I don't know if they still do or not. But anyway, yes, so we have a C15, and we've got on this, hopefully, Zaxxon. Now, I haven't played Zaxxon. I've got a copy of it recently, an actual, sort of a full original copy of it. It came in a nice clamshell. I'll tell you what, if I can find it, I'll stick it on the screen now so you can have a little look at that. So we've got Zaxxon on there, and then we've got one that's been sort of over, the tip-exed over, so I don't know whether or not there's anything else on there, but we'll give it a try. Well, it's not a good sign, though. Look what it says. Zaxxon, don't load. That could mean it doesn't load. I think the key to those have been before. We've had those before, haven't we, where it says don't load. So we got that one. And there's another C15. It's another Curry's. But it says W Swiss cassette case, but anyway. So we've got on here, what we got now? Let's have a look. Nothing. Right, this could be interesting. What did it say on the tape case? Let's have a look at the case again. It says Rogue Trooper. Now, I thought I'd do this one because I saw it said Rogue Trooper. I'm going to do this one because, as I've said previously in previous videos, I was a big fan of Rogue Trooper. I always thought it was a really good character in the 2000 AD comic books. So I thought we'd try that. I know the game, the old 8-bit game, isn't quite as good as the new, or 16-bit game. Was it 16 or was it a 32-bit game? Because it happened to appear on the Xbox, I think, and the PlayStation 2, so that's 16-bit I think still. But in case they don't load, which may very well happen, we'll see whether or not we need to get to the old PlayZX app on the phone. We've got this one as well, which is a Your Sinclair number 3. There's a bit of sunlight on that, sorry about that. It's nice to see a bit of sunlight, actually, to be fair. It's Sweevo's World, Crackout, we've got Shockwave Rider, and the just Shadow of the Beast rolling demo. Now, Shadow of the Beast is one of my absolute all-time favourite games. I can't play it, I'm no good at it, but I love the music of it. It's got the most beautiful music, and the art style is phenomenal, certainly on the Commodore Amiga. There is a new remake, which is actually really good as well, so it's worth looking at. But don't think I've ever seen the ZX Spectrum version, so I'm quite excited about that, actually. Even if it's just a rolling demo sort of showing us what's going on, that could be quite fun. I think that'd be quite nice. Don't know about Sweevo's World. I feel it's an isometric. Crackout is a sort of puzzle, kind of that genre of game where you get sort of Tetris and things like that. Shockwave Rider, no idea. I'm assuming it's a running game from the way that he looks on there. But anyway, without further ado, we'll stick this one into the dark drive first. I think that one there, which is the Zaxxon. We'll see whether it loads. I do have a CC copy. I will put it on the screen earlier if you've seen the cover there to see that. So we'll get that in the tape drive, and we'll carry on from there. Hi, right, okay, so we've got the Zaxxon tape in the drive, so let's give it a go. However, if you remember, it did say, don't load, I love it, don't load, didn't load, is it not didn't load? Don't load, I suppose, is the case as well, but anyway, we've got load dip, or load speech by speed map. We'll go with that first off, and we'll give this a try, and we'll see what actually happens here. So we're just going to go with that. Okay. Now, it's a game I got recently. I got sent to me by a lovely chap called Daryl. He sent me the original clamshell as well. It's a game by Sega, and to be honest with you, I'm quite surprised that Sega has never... Yeah, no tape errors. Not a good start. I'm surprised though that Sega has never gone to the trouble of I'll give this another try, but it did say don't load, didn't it? So we'll give it one more try. Because we sometimes get surprises on the back of these tapes. I found a couple of weeks ago, we found Greiser on there, but again it was somebody trying to fit an 8.5 minute game onto a 7.5 minute tape. It was quite funny that it actually loaded as far as it did. To be fair, I think it would have probably loaded all the way if they'd had a slightly larger tape. But anyway, but these, as I say, these, this surprises me that You know, this is, I'm assuming this is a Sega property, or maybe it's still licensed to US Gold. Is it possible that US Gold still own the rights to it after all this time? Don't know. Anyway, we're going to give it a whirl now. We'll give Daryl's tape a whirl because it's here, it's sitting on the side, and it's even got the instructions, which is amazing, really. I mean, it's amazing that so much stuff, you know, I know things last, but things like computer games, such fragile sort of bits of plastic, effectively, you know, magnetic tape and plastic, and bits of paper. It's amazing, actually, that some of it survives, considering most of it was given to children back in the day. So, and they were kind of responsible for these things. Right, load it, dip. And let's give it another try. Let's see if we can get this thing to load. It'd be quite good, actually, if it does. Never played it. From what it looks like on the back of the box, which, by the way, is definitely the arcade cabinet version of it, because it's the official home computer version of Sega's classic arcade game. It's a classic arcade game, so much so that I've never ever played it. Not a game I've played. Oh, there we go. Zaxxon or Zaxxon? Zaxxon? I think Zaxxon sounds better, personally. It's a bit like Saxon. And the Saxon Warriors and all that kind of stuff. ZB. Alright, okay, we'll leave that running. Right, anyway, yeah, so, conversion. A game I actually don't think I ever played, if I'm brutally honest. I don't think I've ever played Zaxxon. It looks a bit... You see, the thing is, and they say, I'm actually going further forward. Ah! Oh, is it a fast loader? Oh... Good job I've got PlayZX, just in case. That's in the description below, by the way, if you want to use PlayZX. It kind of allows you to still load Spectrum games the way they're meant to be, from a tape, if you've got one of these sort of car converter things. They say they're car converters, but they actually work beautifully, you know. Was it CD car cassette adapters? They still sell them, and they were meant for CD, you know, when cars had cassette recorders, and then you got a CD player, and you wanted to put the CD player in the car, so you could connect it to your portable CD player through a tape that went to your car, so you play it through your stereo. But it worked brilliantly with modern day sort of solutions, so that was kind of cool. That's kind of cool. This is interesting, though. We'll see this one go. Give it one more try. Yeah, as I say though, what I was matching this up to in my head, you see, and it's more like in my head than anything else. The game that this matches up for me is Viewpoint, which I believe, who's that by? Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's an isometric game. So basically, it's at a slight angle. It's at a 45-degree angle, so the thing's slightly tilted and things fly along overhead. It's not the most. It's a fast loader. It doesn't like it. It doesn't like it. I mean, at the end of the day, the Spectrum's only listening to sound anyway, so we'll give the PlayZX a go, because you know, it is possible it's just something as simple as sort of, I don't know, that it can't hear it properly, maybe. I don't know. We'll give it a try. As I say, not a game I've actually played before. I'm getting the tape out. Here we go. Right. There we go. And we've got PlayZX tape into the drive. And then we'll go find the game. A quick search. Shouldn't take a second on the old PlayZX, which is really useful. Okay, just typing it in. Right. Okay, found it. That was quick. Don't suppose there's many ZAXs, I guess. There's two Zaxxons, actually. There's one by somebody else from 1985, and then there's the US Gold version. So we'll go with the US Gold version, because you can't go wrong with the one that's there. I'm actually looking forward to a bit of a shoot up, actually. Hopefully this will load as well. We'll give it a try. Yep. It looks like a fast loader though, but it was also designed for 48K Spectrum. And we're going to go with we've got all the excuses under the sun. The main one being that it's a plus 2A that I'm using. Slightly different loader though there, because it was ZXB before. Doesn't matter as long as it loads. Nobody cares. I often wonder about, though, getting something like this and transferring it back. I guess it's as simple as starting to play there and pushing record on a player. I was thinking about this the other day. It's, you know, is it a case of, you know, I get a recorder, what's it doing? Oh no, it's going. You know, is it a case of just basically getting a record? I'm gonna have to try it. I think that's the thing. I might try it. So basically, get this to play back the sound to my tape recorder that I've got here, which is a really nice old tape recorder, and then literally dump it back to the tape. Now, I don't know whether the tapes are going to be capable of that, but it's got to be worth a try. Because, I mean, one of the things that I kind of dislike most is the fact that they don't load. But it came to me the other day that it's so simple that you could dump it back using this. You know, stick that into a tape recorder, or stick the connector into a tape recorder, and dump it back again. Why not? Oh, look, official arcade game. Brilliant. I'm looking forward to this one, actually. That's loaded anyway, so we got a bit further. I noticed the different versions here, though. Did you see the difference in the start? When my other, the Zaxxon, the original one from the tape, loaded there, it came up with load, or program ZB, and then it started doing what I would call fast loading sounds. I wonder if this was a re-released version that we were playing here, where they didn't have the fast loader involved, because I guess they see... Do you ever... There was a game called... And what's it... Where is it on my list here? I like it. I want to play it. It's a game I want to play. I've only ever seen it load twice in my entire life, and that was from the original tape back in the day when it was there. It's a game called Strange Loop. It's a game I really, really want to play. I really probably should get my Div MMC out and put it into that and then load it, because that should just load it instantaneously. But it's a game that I've always wanted to try again, and I've had like multiple copies of it. It has a fast loader on it, so that it can load could load the game quickly. Problem is, it's so finicky, and the sound differences and the speed of the sound is just too much on most Spectrums or tape devices. As I say, I saw it load a couple of times back in the day, and then after that, that was it. That was enough to do it. Now, whether that was to do with stretching or the tape itself going through and wearing, or the tape head and things, it's one of these things that I didn't really understood why that one, you know, as it's just listening to sound, didn't actually work. But it was a game that I always wanted to get into and I wanted to try. And as I say, I did try it a few times, and I have... Problem is, I have nostalgia attached to this. It's probably actually a really bad game, but I have nostalgia attached to this. I feel like it was a good game. I might be completely wrong. Put something in the comments below. Tell me your experiences. Did you ever play Strange Loop? Did you ever get to load it? It was a Virgin game. Had a sort of very cartoonified guy in the front with whatever else is. If I can find it, the cover, or I'll find a link to it or something similar, I'll stick it on the screen right now, because I think it's one of those games that as I say, love to see it load. I actually want to load it though. That's the I mean, I've tried it off these. No, there's no sound. It's very quiet, but it's definitely loaded. It's one of these things that I've tried off this tape thing here that I'm using now. The sort of tape to doesn't work. It just won't load. Just won't have it. I mean, did you have to have a 48K Spectrum to it to work? I don't know. Either way, it wasn't a happy bunny. Right, let's press the key. I pressed the key. Oh, keys. Right, okay. Can I define the keys? Yes, I can. Key. Right. Left. Right. Dive, climb, fire, and H to hold the game. Yes. So Q, A, O, P, and space, because I'm using a +2, and I think the space is a terrible location. Sorry, no, the space is the better location than the M, basically, for it. So, skill level, easy. That sounds good to me. Start the game. Sign on, play on. Demon. I've signed on. Press any key, player. Yes, I am. Look, there we are. I'm climbing. Got to go through the gap. That's right. Viewpoint doesn't have a height thing, but Zaxxon does. That's right. I remember now. Missile! Damn it! If there are some sound effects, I can't hear any. No, I can't hear any sound effects. It said there was sound effects, but I don't see any. Oh, look at me shooting! Got loads of fuel. I'm a space cadet. I do feel like I should have played this in the arcade. No, don't kill me. I'm gonna zoom down, see if I can shoot something, because I haven't shot anything yet. I'm shooting that wall. That's kind of a way to tell whether you're high or low, doesn't it? Right, I'm gonna come down and see if I can shoot something. Can I hit something? There's some Z's on the floor there. Let's see if we can get a Z. Oh yeah, I've shot something. I shot one of them base things. Let's get my height up because we're going over the top of the wall. Oh yeah. think the arcade version would be much better though, because it's on the back of the box and it looks amazing on the back of the box. It looks really busy and sort of full coloured and exciting and whatever else it is. But it's not a game I've played before. I'm liking it, but not quite what I was expecting. I think that the box was very misleading. I mean that wasn't uncommon in the 80s, but it seems very misleading over the whole thing. It doesn't look the best. Let's see, get down here. I want to shoot something. Yeah, went through the explosion there because I'm so tough. Let's see if I can get. Oh, the Zeds kill you. Oh, that's really bad. I thought the Z for Zaxxon would have been something more useful than that. Okay, here we go. We're going over the wall. We're flying over the wall. Yeah. Okay, not a bad start. I want to. No, missile. Every time I keep getting someone with a missile. It says there was sound, but I can't hear any sound. How many lives have I got? I don't know how many ships I've got. I can't have many left now. There can't be many. Just thinking about it. I don't see the lives meter. Can you see the lives meter? Them missiles seem awfully close, but they're not. They're just at the top of the screen there. Let's go. Right, I'm going to go over this wall. The walls are bad, though, because you have to keep diving over the walls. And then to get down low to actually do some damage, you kind of have to dive quite quickly. So, like, I'm there, and I've got that one. And I want to avoid that. I'm flying up now. I'm going to come down again and see if I can get another one of these crate things. Yes, managed to get it. No. Oh, yeah, managed it. Oh, God, for a minute there, I thought I'd blow myself up. So, we're going over the wall. We're going down here. Missile. I'm way out of the way of that, thank goodness. Perspective is difficult to manage. Oh, this is going to be... That's a bit harsh, isn't it? That wall was a bit harsh. I got top score, though. I'm quite impressed with that. So, yeah, that wasn't a bad start. A game I would like to have seen. Did Sega ever re-release it? Did they actually bring it out again? I don't think I've ever seen it. So I'm gonna say they didn't. I just wondered whether US Gold still holds the licensing for it. Maybe it's possible, because do they not still exist? US Gold, I think they do, but do they just license stuff now from their repertoire? It'd be strange if they did, because what I was going to say about Sega is Sega's really quite good when it comes to their licensing, or very hot when it comes to their licensing, or certainly when it comes from other people. For instance, when they've re-released the... oh, have I pushed the cake here? I think I have. No, I haven't. When they re-released their Outrun on the Switch, you'll notice that it's no longer a Ferrari Testarossa, because they lost their licensing with Ferrari, so they decided that they would not do that. So it's actually now, it's like I think it's a Pegasus on the back of it, and when the car flips you can see it's not the original car, which is a bit of a shame, really. I mean, I know they're just changing one sprite, but I think one of the key things for me on a game like Outrun was the fact that it was a Ferrari, and we all wanted to drive one back in the day, or certainly I wanted a Lamborghini, but the Testarossa would have done. I'd accept it, a push. Anyway, so we're on the other side of that Zaxxon table which said don't load. Let's give it a load it did, and we'll see whether or not there's anything on the other side, because I've been shocked before by what's on there. You never know. We might find some music, we might find something else. It's just one of those, maybe there's something there, or maybe there's not. It's certainly been Tipexed over, so that could mean something. Don't know what that something will be, but it could mean something. Buck Rogers? Oh, that would be lovely. See, that's another game that's on the back of this actual Zaxxon thing. I'll do a picture of the screen. No, it's not loaded either. Oh goodness, I'm going to assume it is Buck Rogers. And there's also up and down. that by Sega, and Tapper and Spy Hunter, two awesome games. Spy Hunter, well, Tapper I found quite difficult, but Spy Hunter is certainly an awesome game. It's one of my favourites of all time. There's something about it, and again, it was one of those things that I never saw the original cover for ages, and the original arcade machine. It was a friend of mine in his Spectrum, and he had a dodgy tape he'd got from somewhere, and we loaded it up, and we thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. We played it for hours. Oh, okay, Buck's going to go for it maybe. Might get the old PlayZX out just in case. Yeah. Doesn't sound good, this tape. There sounds like a lot of background noise on it when we've been doing it. So we've got that one. I might try using this tape as a way of testing that theory before, about pushing the sound back onto it. Because although it might look a bit rough there, pushing it back on again is me re-recording it, so it might be worth a try. Anyway, I'm going to chuck that on the floor, and I'm going to get PlayZX out, and we're going to find Buck Rogers, because Buck Rogers, that on the Mega Drive is one of my favourite games. There is a role-playing game, sort of similar to it's an I want to get this right. Is it SCI, I think they're called. They're a strategic computer sort of whatever else it is. I'm probably coming completely wrong, but you'll know what I mean. But Buck Rogers and Countdown to Doomsday was just one of my favourite games, and I really enjoyed that one. Buck Rogers and Planet of Zoom, it's called. 2-minute load, this one. So let's push the old play button on here, and let us go for it. Somebody knew somebody with a lot of Sega games. I think I may have played this before on the ZX Vega. I think I may have done. I've actually got the TV series. I keep meaning to watch it again because apart from anything else, and I'll put it on the screen at the moment, Wilma Deering's hot, definitely. And the other thing, about it is that it's quite a good. It's kind of, do you know what? I hate to say it, almost needs a remake, but you have to kind of get it right because it's a bit of a dodgy one. So Buck Rogers is an astronaut who's frozen in time. Basically, he's a bit Captain American-ish-esque in that way. He's frozen in time, thrown into the future 500 years, or rescued 500 years, and obviously a lot has changed, and there's a sort of an intergalactic war or certain tensions going on. It's kind of a Cold War-esque thing going on, and he's sort of like the all-American pilot and sort of jock and whatever else it is, and he has to fit in this new world. He has what's the name of the robot? Is it Tweaky? Tweaky, yes, I'm sure it's Tweaky. I think it's biddy 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 biddy. That's his entire talking thing. It's this little robot that carries around a computerized brain, and these little robots carry these around, and they don't seem to say much more than biddy 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 biddy. But they carry around these little they carry around these brains of these. I think they're scientists. I don't think they're robot. I don't think they're just AI in the sense of that. I think they're the brains captured from the best scientists and diplomats and whatever else is, and it's Dr. Theopolis who's kind of Buck's counterpart, is sort of making him, bringing him into this, world 500 years in the future. To be fair, I think I was probably completely wrong over what was there, but they had amazing spaceships. They really did. They looked absolutely brilliant. I remember having a Buck Rogers ship, and I know what happened to it. I buried it in the garden. Yeah, regretting that now. The original ship, it had to have been 12 centimeters, sort of 8 inches long. It was a beautiful spaceship with the sort of pointy bits on it and all the bits and pieces, and yeah, I buried it in the garden. But I was little at the time, so you can't give me a break, all right? But yeah, I buried that in the garden. But yeah, it was a great. I liked it as a TV show. It's probably very dated. It's probably politically incorrect now, really politically incorrect. But at the same time, it was just good fun. Anyway, right, okay. Keyboard interface. I have no idea what the keys are. Press enter for selection. Yeah. Oh no. Press fire to play. Space. Oh, I have played this. Oh, what's left and right? What's right? Ah, those keys are rubbish. Alright, I've got my left and right. What's me up? That's me up. That's me down. Wow. So, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm obviously bucking my little ship. And I'm obviously flying through some kind of space slalom, which is perfectly reasonable. Through these gates. Not shooting anything yet. Well, not unless I can shoot these gates. No, I can't shoot the gates. Thought I was going to be able to shoot the gates. I can't shoot the gates. So we're going through the space slalom. On we go. And we're going down the way here. Right, time is of the essence. I don't think there's a time for speeding up here. Every gate I go through, it counts down on the side of the screen there. So that's a good sign. We're going for that. Right. Okay, it's not too bad. That's not too bad. I like that. I've got full score. Plenty of time. Now it's getting a bit faster. And that's it. We've done it. Now I've got double the number of gates. Oh, and more things to shoot at. That's kind of cool. I quite like it. I'm not entirely sure whether we're making any headway here, but now I can shoot at things as well while we go through the gates. Ah, he's got me! I think I actually flew into him. Not the other way around. Right, so we've got less gates, more time. Okay, we're waiting for it. Got one ship left. Alright, I've got flying through there. I quite like it, actually. Quite a simple concept. Was it an actual arcade game, though? Did it become an arcade game? I don't remember it being an arcade game. But it was. This is an officially licensed Sega thing. Did Sega have the licenses to Buck Roger? I don't know. Just feels like they should, shouldn't they? If they're licensing games for it, did they have it? I'm guessing I can avoid the gates occasionally, and then see, we're on to the last gate now. We just need to get through this one, and we're on to the next level. There we go. Is it double and 3 times the number? No, it's only double. I do feel it's getting a little faster now, though. The keys are really uncomfortable. They're horrible, in fact. They're kind of all over the keyboard. 9 and J for up and down. Because I've just crashed into that by looking at the keys. And then T and Y for left and right, because it's like halfway through the keyboard. A game over! Oh! Oh, I like that! I've started again accidentally. We'll skip on. Oh, I like that one though. That was quite good. I quite enjoyed Buck Rogers. I didn't expect to do that. I don't know whether I enjoyed it last time I played it on the Vega, because I'm absolutely convinced I've got it on the Vega. By the way, absolutely 100% convinced it's a game I've got on the Vega. Right. Okay. So let's get this other one on. We've got side B. Now, this is one where I'm not sure that this is the actual tape from the case. This is the one that said it was Rogue Trooper. It could be anything, realistically. We're on side B, because it's the one that's rewound, because I can't be bothered to rewound it right now. Let's give it all load it, because they seem to be that kind of game. And we'll see whether or not this goes for it. It's be interesting to see what we've got. Well, it's not good start in the sense of the tape, because, I mean, but it did say don't load on it, so I think we give it a pass on that reason. Oh, Rogue! Yes! Oh, it was a great start. Brilliant! Now I've got it handy, and I think if I haven't put it on before, I've got the Rogue Trooper, the case for the actual game. I'll put that on the screen now. There's no screenshots, unfortunately. How naughty is that? Don't you hate that? I mean, back in the day, you bought a game and there's no screenshots. You just didn't know what you were getting, really. I haven't got the instructions, actually. 1986, Macmillan Limited, Piranha, I think was the developer. On New Earth, the war-torn planet on the edge of the galaxy. Only one man walks without fear. That's right, Rogue! There he is! There's the man in blue! Oh, that's an awesome picture! You know, I've loaded this before, and I've never taken much to notice of that. It's really cool, because he is blue, you see. His skin's blue to protect him from the chemicals of the planet of New Earth, spelled N-U, Earth. And he's got his helmet on there, and you can almost see. What can you see? In his helmet, you can see there's like a little black dot in the dead center, and kind of around that, it's meant to be a chip. That's meant to be helm. and then you've got Gunny as the gun, and then you've got Bagman as the bag. These are all the friends. So basically, when you die as a GI, you can have your brains like on a chip that you can then plug into something else. It's kind of so you don't lose your trooper, which is a good thing, I guess. So anyway, where were we? Edge of the universe, one most will. Only one man dares breathe the deadly chem clouds of chem clouds that wreath its deadly fields. Wreath, is that right? Wreath? I don't know. On New Earth, soldiers know him as a genetic infantryman called Rogue Trooper. Rogue is the only survivor of a GI regiment betrayed and slaughtered in a horrific quartz massacre. It's so cool, isn't it? I mean, 2000 AD. His buddies Helm and Bagman remain. Their personalities imprinted on microchips that are now part of Rogue's weapon system. Step into Rogue's boots. Into this action adventure, track down the traitor, destroy the enemy, and restore your buddies to life. It's fantastic, isn't it? I mean, seriously, that's fantastic. Design. It's weird because there's all kinds of names on there. It's like Piranha and Design. Who was Design? Were they something to do with 2000 AD? Bloody brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This is way before the other one that came out. I liked the idea of the new Rogue Trooper. I just didn't like the implementation of it, especially when they remade it, and they should have updated it with more advanced control mechanisms. It's still a good game, don't get me wrong, but they missed a trick. They should have gone further. And that started a rebellion at the end of the day. I think Rebellion remade it, but it was sorry guys, I think it was a quick. It feels like a quick remake rather than building on what you already had. You could have done a bit more with it. You could have done so much more with it. It's still a great game, but if you're going to go to see the generation for me, where that I'm funny about generations and graphics, right? You get the early stuff like this, the Spectrum and whatever else it is, and there is some beautiful stuff along the way. But when it comes, and this is the birth of it. But if you go slightly further back, you get back to the Atari 2600. And it's very sort of square graphics, and it did what it could do with the limited hardware it had. You start building better pixel art when you get to this stage. I mean, that picture on the screen is just a great example of the fact that the art was getting better and better and better. So you've got your 8-bit generation, and the pixel art's there. For me, that, you know, if you want an 8-bit generation that was really impressive, you've got to look at, I'm afraid, the not Spectrum as such. You've got to look at the Nintendo Entertainment System, and you've got to look at the you've got to look at the Sega Master System. Both very beautiful for what they were, but they were designed as games machines, not as computers. This is a computer thing. So you've got that. Then you get a next step up. You get to your 16-bit generation. You get to your Atari STs, and you get to your Commodore Amigas, and then you get to your Mega Drives, and you get to your SNESs, and you know, and that for me was the beauty of pixel art. I can take and leave the very, very old stuff, the stuff pre-Spectrum. I can take and leave it. There are some that are good, but for the most part, the beauty comes from a little later. I mean, and then when it comes to 2D, also 3D, the early 3D stuff, as impressive as it was at the time, it's been well and truly superseded. When you get up to the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, that for me is when you get the birth of quality 3D graphics. Everything's rounded, the polygons are done correctly, things have got smooth faces and whatever else is. So if you're going to remake something and sort of fill in the blanks, then you have to hit it with everything you've got. A good example of this, and I know they've got limitless money, a good example of this for me is the Halo remade, the Halo 1 remade. You can swap backwards and forwards between the two of it, and you can see the difference and effort that's been made between the two, and they revamped the controls so it matched with modern day standards for Halo, not what was originally there. So that's a very good example. Anyway, beside the point, let's get on with this. Let's define the keys first. Let's go with let's change the left, let's change the right. So we're going to try and find a man to kill. I always like it when we've got to kill a man, and then fire space. Lovely. Right, 0 menu. I don't think I've actually played this. Have I? So we got Helm. Welcome to New Earth, Rogue. That's me at the top there. Look, Rogue. Oh, look at that. It's kind of isometric as well. Look. Whoa, but it's not, because it's isometric, but not at the angle of an isometric. Okay, so there's a map at the top. There's a dude there. Okay, here we go. We're going to go through here. Oh, bless me. Oh, sneeze. That caught me off guard. Sorry about that. This vid will help with the minicom. Right, okay. That's ammo. We'll pick that up. Plenty of ammo for now. Right, okay. So we're marching. Now, one thing Rogue could do is he could breathe the toxic chemicals. So unlike these guys who have to wear like helmets, you see, he has. Oh, you. Yeah. Let's grease some Nord scum. Yeah. Southside, yeah. Some mines there, look. Right, let's avoid walking on the mines. Get those filthy Nord... I can get the pillbox. Keep firing. Yeah. Minefield, I'm guessing that is on the screen there. Oh. Kill him. Killing him. Got desert rads. And obviously I'm not completely averse to radiation. Gotta get rid of that pillbox. Got plenty of ammo anyway. I'm marching around here. Careful, Rogue. We're very weak. Yeah, strength style bottle. Let's get some health. Yeah, medikit. Nice. There's another film thing there. I don't know what that's for. Filthy traitor caught on video. Right, okay, so that's obviously the key factor. Ah! Blown myself up there. By walking on that. Can I walk through that gap? No, I can't get through that gap. That's damn. There's another videotape there, look, so I can kill the filthy traitor. Gotta kill that thing there then. So these are obviously evidence. One more video. I don't know how many tapes we need to find, but we need to find tapes to sort of I guess expose the filthy traitor. Ah, I'm dead. Oh, I didn't even see what the end thing said there. That was kind of cool though, wasn't it? I don't know what we've got to do. I'm going to see if I've got instructions in this one, my Rogue. I don't. Oh, there's instructions on the screen. What am I doing? Find the 8-vid tapes and take them to the waiting shuttle at the spaceport. Pick up the medkits and ammo as you go. Shoot the Nord troops. Press 1 and 4 to end the game. There we go. So we got to collect 8 tapes to do that, and then to the waiting spaceport. That's kind of cool. I like that one. That was a surprise, actually. Isn't that a surprise? I love it when they do load. It's great, isn't it? I mean, we've managed to get one of my all-time favourite characters, and you know, if I'd known that was available when I was a kid, I'd been all over that. 1986, that was. I would have been all over that one. Definitely. Right, we're going to rewind it. We'll give a quick reset, and we'll see whether or not we've got another side of this tape that may or may not work. Ooh. We've also got your Sinclair, tape number 3 to go with I'm rather looking forward to, the Shadow of the Beast, funnily enough. I've said about that at the beginning of the whole thing. Shadow of the Beast it's one of my visually it's stunning, and the music is amazing. Psygnosis were one of the greatest developers of games back in the day. It's DMA, isn't it? Who became later became Rockstar. And DMA is, I think they did definitely Shadow of the Beast, and I know it's been redone recently, and it was absolute. I mean, it's stunning. The remake is really good. It's so worth it. It's so worth the time and effort on the remake. I have to admit, I'm most mightily impressed by that. It's beautiful, and it holds the original kind of there as well, and the music. Makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up when I listen to the music of sort of Shadow of the Beast. It really does. Right, just looking. Okay, come on then. No, we're not. I'm just going to give it a quick fast forward and then a quick rewind, and then we'll see if just see if it jars it loose enough to play. I don't think we're going to get. Don't think we're even going to get a name here, so we can't even make a guess of what we may actually be looking at. Could just be Rogue Trooper again, I suppose. It is a possibility. We're listening for the sounds. Here we go. Nah, we're not gonna get anything out of it. We'll give it a second. We'll see if it does any load bytes after this, and see if we get anything from that. We'll see if we can kind of piece together what we possibly are looking at here. Sweevo's World with a picture of Stan Laurel on the front of it. Not sure what that is. Oh, it's a fast loader. Yeah, it's a fast loader. Whatever's on there is a fast loader. Don't know. Can't tell. We'll never know what that one was, I'm afraid. That's never going to happen, I'm afraid. Never mind. That's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. That is a shame, because we've had one actually load from what's on the tape, and two that haven't. But hey, they were worth it because we got them loading off. PlayZX. It was worth it. Right. So this should be Sweevo's World, I think. I don't know which. I'm looking at the tape here. I can't work out which is first, but I think it's first, followed by Shadow of the Beast. Then we'll see whether it's Krakow and Shockwave Rider. I've never heard Shockwave Rider. I really haven't. Right. Quick swig of coffee while waiting. I love coffee, by the way. Big fan of coffee. Oh, we're messing around. Ah, coffee good. Alright. Where are we at? Sweevo's World, not heard of it. Ah. It does have a picture, as I say, of Stan Laurel on it, which really kind of confuses me on the case. I don't know why it's Stan Laurel. Why Stan? What's he done? What's Sweevo? Is it something that I should know? Should I know that this reference between Sweevo and Stan Laurel of Laurel and Hardy? Would anybody ever get that reference? I suppose I was old enough to remember it. Was there a Laurel and Hardy game? I know there was a Three Stooges game, and I remember playing it on the PC. I don't remember an awful lot about it, to be honest. I think it was an adventure game. Is that right? I know you guys will correct me, so that'll be good. You correct me. Blow. Correct me, blow. Yeah, there you go, Stan Laurel. Something, what is this? Gargoyle Games. Now, Gargoyle Games, they're the people I rather like for Ad Astra, and I was sent a copy of that recently, again, by the fantastic Daryl. He sent me a copy of that recently, because I'd mentioned it so many times that I love Ad Astra. I think it's a great shoot-em-up. But yeah, they're the people who did that. That great big gargoyle on the loading screen. This time around, we've got a picture of Stan. Hi, Stan! And some ducks. I'm sure he's a robot. I'm sure he's a robot in this. I think he's like if you got a Dalek and then put Stan Laurel's head on the top of it, that's what you get in Sweevo's World. Yeah, it's so weird. Right, I don't know who Sweevo is. I've no idea. We got ducks, cherries. We got a joystick with a half-eaten apple on it. No. Yeah, they were comedians that kind of disappeared, didn't they, with age. You know, when you had what was it, the silent movies. So it was almost way back again. Stan and Laurel they were sort of those physical actors, the slapstick actors, weren't they? That was the whole part of their act, was sort of walloping each other head with a frying pan or smashing something over each other. And they kind of disappeared when the talkies came along and people started talking in movies. Loading. I don't know how long it is. It could be a massive one for all I know. 17 hours. Brace yourselves. I hope you've got something to eat if it's going to be 17 hours long. Get a cup of coffee. I've got a cup of coffee. It's really nice. Pause it now. Go get yourself a cuppa. It's worth it.
Because we've got at least 3 more things to look at after this one, hopefully. I was watching somebody else's video recently about the tapes. Who was it now? I think it was the 8-bit guy. And he was talking about tapes and the use of tapes and how in America they'd got floppy disks and certain other places they went to floppy disks, whereas the UK and Europe and sort of not all of Europe, because I think quite a lot of Europe went to floppy drives, but in Australia we stuck with tapes. We were sort of a love of tapes, but mainly because they were cheap. To be fair, it wasn't because we didn't want floppy disk drives. It was because they were cheap, and I would agree with that. I think that was the thing. Floppy drives were expensive, and tapes were cheap, and as a result, we kind of there wasn't the influx of sort of software like that, which we kind of missed out on really. But at the same time, there is a joy, there is a satisfaction in the time it took. To be fair though, I have seen a Commodore 64 trying to load from what were those what do they call their disk drives? D something or others, D1501s or something like that. I don't know if there's a more, but they have these their disk drives, and they can be really slow as well. Not quite slow as a tape, but they can be slow for. It's quite surprising, really, how slow a disc is. No, it's not what I think it is. The world. A. Really free. B. Lonesome pine. C. Fingers. D. Apple pie. What the? Okay. Should we do apple pie? I've just chosen the world called apple pie. I'm not what I thought I was. That's up. Don't go in there. Right. Hang on. That goes that way. What's that do? That's up. Up. Right. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of isometric, so I think I've said this before. I think they're stunning. I mean, look at this effort to achieve 3-dimensional graphics with a 2D environment to the level that this is an absolute feat of genius. However, controlling it and moving around the environment can be not the greatest thing you can do. However, this is really quick. Oh, that dude's chasing me. It's got me. That little crazy critter with the flames there's got me. Look at the graphics though, really nice. One of these days, I'm going to love one of these games. I need to. People keep telling me I need to play the Batman game. That one's is apparently worth my time and effort. Certainly, I do remember what are they called. I do remember Head Over Heels. I've been thumbed. Somebody stuck a thumb in me. That gentleman there stuck a thumb in me. I just made me fall over though. I didn't die. Did I? No, don't think I did. Just knocked me over. Stop thumbing me. Dropped a weight on my head. Oh, I do damage to myself. There's a little damage meter at the top screen. I'm sure there's a creature though that I have to look like that looks like Stan Laurel in this game. I'm convinced there is. Oh, what an idiot you are. Stop running under the 1-ton weights. That's really cool. I'm loving the graphics, and I'm loving the fact that it's letting me explore without upsetting me too badly. And that I've just dropped a 1-ton weight on my head again. Or tried to. I'm a bit stuck here, though. It's a bit down here. That's something to pick up, is there? Let's see. Oh! Oh! It's parachuting me somewhere. What's the L do? Takes me up here, away from that dude. Do I die if I fall off here too far? No. Cool. Cherries. Cherries kill you. No, they knock you out. I thought I could walk around with cherries. Well, I'm rather enjoying exploring the world. I think I need to get I've got the full version of this. It's a remake. It's one of them, whatever they're called, remakes. Ricochets, I think it was. Ricochets is the thing. That was and I might have to get that out because this is quite. Oh, died by eating cherry. Oh, was tired. Cherries are tiring though, of course. Been jettisoned back again. I like the way this was 4 different worlds as well. It's a puzzle game basically. You've got to do puzzly things. Pineapples. Let's get a tin. See if we can pick up the tin. I have picked up a tin with the spacebar. I don't know what tin does, but I have picked it up. I've got to jump over there to get out. Died jumping over that. Alright. Explored 9 points. Whiz Jews wasted. Tyrants traunched. Minxes mashed. Geese ghosted. Brownie points. Marks of tiredness 0. You made a complete pig's ear. Alright, fair enough. Well, that's a new one on me. I've never played it before. Interesting. It was alright. Not just different. I guess there's different worlds if you press the different buttons. Or maybe it starts you in different places in the same world. Either way, there seems to be different things. That was quite interesting. I quite like that. Right, okay, onto the one that I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully, Lord. This is. I'm going to go the loader as well. This is hopefully Shadow of the Beast on the Spectrum, at least the rolling demo for it. I'm not sure what we're going to get from this, but I'm quite excited about it. I am genuinely excited about it. I don't know whether we're going to get something super exciting, something. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just excited. I didn't even know Psygnosis had transferred it to the Spectrum. I know that they downported it from the Mega Drive to the Master System, and it's not brilliant. I don't even I think it has the music, but I don't think it's the best sort of a version of it that you could possibly get. But I really it's quite exciting. I'm quite excited about this. I don't think wow, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I've gone with the loader, by the way, here because I'm hoping on all hopes. You know, I'm grabbing the microphone this out, but I'm hoping that we're actually going to get some music. That would be so awesome. Oh, that's actually quite good. That looks nice. That's the Beast logo when it first comes on the Amstrad. On the Commodore Amiga. That's the first logo that comes up where it appears. And it's like the Beast sort of crawling forward on the floor. It's just cool. Worst thing is I don't even know what the story's about. I've played the new remake and I still don't know what it's about. It's something to do with converting slaves and becoming a monster yourself and whatever else. I don't know. It's really weird. Anyway, I haven't don't know what it is, but I'm really looking forward to this. I'm so excited. It's like getting a Spectrum all over again. That that feeling. Oh, do you remember that feeling? Do you remember when games were digitally distributed? You know, and you had to wait until the weekend, and you had your pocket money in your hand, and you had to go. And you either went to town yourself if you were old enough, or you had to go with your parents. And then you went to W.H. Smith's or to Boots or any of those high street brands, or even in my case I used to go to the local market and used to go there, and then you'd look through all the cassettes that are there, and if you had a little bit of pocket money like I did, I usually had enough for a $1.99 budget one, so I almost, unless I saved it up a bit, but I always had money for a $1.99, so I'd get my sort of pocket money, and I'd go through the tapes, and I'd look at the backs of them, look at the fronts of them, and I always had the thing for the white label Firebird ones, because you could see there was a picture of the actual game on the front of it. I just thought it was finished there. Actual picture of the game that you were going to play, and that's why I bought Booty, because I saw the front of that. I was like, yeah, Booty looks awesome. Same with Mr. Freeze. I always thought Mr. Freeze looked awesome as well, and it's actually a really tough game, but I really enjoy Mr. Freeze. But anyway, so you get them, and then you'd get your tape, and then you'd have to either walk home, get the bus, bus or wait for your parents or whatever else, you'd get your tape and you'd have your tape in it with your hot little hands, you know, in your bag, your little plastic bag maybe even for it, or paper bag or in your pocket or whatever else it is. And you had to go home and then you have to get your Spectrum on, and you know, in my house it was like we had specific telly times because we had to, you know, everybody had to share the television, so I was only allowed like an hour or so after 5 o'clock, because you know that was the sort of time that we were allowed, and before dinner, an hour before dinner, you see, because dinner was 6, and you'd get the game and you'd you know, get the Spectrum on, turn it on, get the telly on, but type in load, stick the tape in, push the play button, and then you waited. I'm pausing it now. I think it's loaded. Oh no, it's not. No, stop. No, leave it. Right, and you get the tape and you push the play button, and the thing would start, you know, with the for the screen appearing, you know the sound. And then 4.5 minutes later, that was it. You were ready to go. The music was playing. The Spectrum was on. The graphics were there. Oh, so good. So good. That whole experience, the whole loading, the whole buying, the whole waiting till the weekend. No, now. Nowadays, you get your pocket money and you get your credit card out or your debit card and go on Steam and you buy the latest sale for 79p or 39p or whatever it is. You just buy, and there's another sale this week, so you buy 20 other games and you never play any of them. You just have them, you know, and somebody's made some money out of it. Hey, at least that way, you know. And there's just the tension and the mounting expectation that your game will be better because of the fact that you waited that time was so much nicer. It really was. It was a beautiful experience. It was an experience that you could really enjoy. It's that's why I kind of like. I'm as guilty as anybody else, and I'm guilty as anybody else. I will digitally buy things. I do that. But the one thing I found with the Switch over the other consoles is I just like the fact that I'm still getting cartridges and I've got something I can deliver that goes into the machine, and there's some, you know, there's still could go to the shop and have a little look at the back of the cover before, and yeah, okay, I can buy it from, you know, some online reseller as well, but there's something nice about that. So from my point of view, the Switch is probably the non-retro console that's out there. It's not quite the same with the PlayStation 4 and whatever else. Just something about it. It's very Nintendo. Right, let's press fire. Have we got music? It's there. I'm turning it up for you. Oh wow, absolute chills. If I haven't done it already, I'm gonna turn this section up and get the music running. The thick of the forest, 1,000 pairs of eyes. I wonder if we can play a demonstration of a sample of the first level of a stunning game. Originally developed for the Amiga, now brought to you on the Spectrum by Gremlin Graphics, already acclaimed for an awesome achievement. Wow, be acclaimed for this awesome achievement. And the music's there. If you've ever played Shadow the Beast, you'll have chills now. You'll be absolutely amazed. I'm going to press the fire button. We'll see if we can continue on, alright? Is it going to go on? Maybe it's just playing the music through. I think it's playing the music through. And I totally don't object to playing the music through, because to be honest with you, it's a stunning piece of music. So much. To be fair, the Commodore Amiga version is absolutely sublime. Can I move? Oh, it's doing it itself. It's doing it itself. Oh, and they're still doing the music? Wow. Wow. Did this actually ever fully get released? I don't remember seeing it, but wow. I'm blown away, mainly by the music, not necessarily the graphics. They've still attempted a really good job here, but I'm quite blown away by this. That is just stunning. Well done Gremlin Graphics. Battling the this is obviously end game time for the Spectrum, because obviously this must be 1990, 91, getting towards the end life of the Spectrum, but still, you did a great job. Wonderful, amazing. It's just the music's I'm absolutely amazed by the quality here. That's brilliant. Well done Gremlin Graphics. Oh, congratulations, guys. Brilliant. And we're back to the beginning again. Obviously, that's just a rolling demo. It does the same thing. Eerie images of forests and forms. Oh, brilliant, amazing. I'm so impressed by that. I really am. You may not be, but I am. I'm most definitely impressed by that. But did it actually make it to the Spectrum? I don't remember seeing it. However, I'm not surprised it didn't. By about now, I'd moved on to Super Nintendo's Super Nintendo Mega Drive, and then ultimately a Commodore Amiga. So I kind of didn't see what was going on with the Spectrum world there. That one's blown me away. That's absolutely stunning. It really has. I'm gonna go with the loader. Actually, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna go back to them. Just reset again. I'm gonna go with the loader here. This is I think Crackout first. So we're gonna go Crackout. Wow, that was stunning, wasn't it? That really was. That's blown my mind. That really has. Just such a beautiful game. Now, there's a game I'd love to see. That's the other thing. You see, some digital releases over physical releases. Physical releases, yes, they cost money. They cost money to put boxes on them, but you can charge more for it if you've got fans. If you do 100,000 downloads of a game, you can most definitely guarantee that a number of those 100,000 of people that bought it there will want a physical version of it, and this is the fight, right? Everybody wants you digital, because at the end of the day, when I pass away tomorrow, what happens to my digital collection is knackered. My movies and all the other bits and pieces. That's why I don't do a lot of. I try and avoid it. I do it with Steam, but usually because it's cheap, But with the other stuff, I have videos. Oh, not videos, DVDs. I have Blu-rays. I usually have games physically if I can. Certainly for the things I collect for, or I have some kind of modern solution that allows me to play things. But for instance, I'm a big fan of an indie game, modern indie development. I say modern; it was 2014, I think it came out originally. I'm a big fan of a particular game called The Long Dark. Long Dark has the developers have not been charging us for anything. They've been building on the scenario. They even, when Capcom shut its Canadian offices, they even took on some of the staff. I mean, that shows real class. As a developer, they went and okay, fair enough. Maybe they were picking so that they could improve their own quality of their own game. However, still shows class that they actually offered jobs to those poor people at Capcom's Canadian office that was shut because they weren't making enough for money. Every single game that ever comes out as a AAA doesn't meet expectations. They can kiss my behind. If you make $1 billion on anything, you don't expect to make $1.1 billion next time round. If you make $1 billion next time round, you've done well. You've more than broken even on a development, and it's only because of shareholders that you want more money. But anyway, that's my gripe about the whole thing. But they did that. And The Long Dark. Now, The Long Dark was digital release only. It was on Steam. It was on It came on the Xbox One preview program, which I don't think that exists anymore, does it? PlayStation 4 hasn't appeared on the Switch. I'd love it on the Switch. I'd be absolutely love it on the Switch if it did. I think it's I don't think it's actually beyond it, but anyway. But when they recently said that they were going to do physical releases of it, I was one of the first people to buy that. Without a doubt, I was one of the first people to buy that because although I own it on everything from my PC to my Xbox to my PlayStation 4, I had to own it at least on one physical format because it's such a superb game, and I wanted to support this developer and its continued success with the game and continue to move forward with sales. It's not an expensive game. Without a doubt, it's not an expensive game. I think it's only about £15 on Steam. In fact, if it's not £15, I'd be surprised. I think it's the same on all the other formats. So much fun. Survival game, not with the usual generics, not with the normal zombies and Minecraft-esque and all this kind of stuff. None of that kind of stuff. This is survival of geomagnetic apocalypse. It snows a lot and the wind blows a lot and nothing electronic works. Brilliant. You have to survive in the cold wilds of the northern Canada, and it's tough game. It's proper survival. It makes you do all the things you expect to do. You have to hunt for your food. You have to collect like crazy. You have to make sure you're wrapped up warm and your clothing's repaired. And it's all about ensuring your survival as a character. Brilliant game, absolutely brilliant. But I wanted a physical release, and if you sell 100,000 copies of a game and then do 1,000 physical releases as a limited run or whatever else is, you'll sell 1,000 more because there are people out there who want to support that kind of development. Even now, the only problem for me is how do I support the Long Dark going forward? If I've already bought all the things I need, I would like to support them some other way. Now, this developer hasn't done DLC. It's given everything away for free. It's made its money from there. What I would like to see from them, or hopefully I would like to see from them, is that if they do a second story set, that maybe that's DLC that I can pay for. Because I think they deserve it. And it's fair to say there are a number of people who, numbers of developers that don't deserve it, who give you a partially finished game in the first place. Their game was not 100%. They've built on it, but they have asked for no money in the in-between point. They've only, in fact, they've asked for no money any point other than beyond, buying the original release in the first place. You can buy from their store and other things, but you just want to feel where to go. How do I continue supporting you? And to be fair, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to buy a mug or a t-shirt from them every so often, just to show my continued support for them. I think they're superb. Anyway, enough for my rant. Let us go. Over options. Can we change the controls? Bat is on right. Okay, I don't know what that means. What's the keys? It's not. It's bat and ball. Oh, God. What are my keys? That's the keys. What's the keys? Okay, game over. That's a good start. Yeah, like it. A bit of music going on. If I change to the cursor joystick, I should be able to move it up and down without... That's it, yeah. Up and down. So it's bat and ball. Looks like... I thought it was something else. Do you know, I genuinely thought it was something else. Actually quite good. Looks quite good. Quite like it. Bat and ball. That's Jack the Nipper. So it's obviously... It's obviously a gremlin game. I could do some better keys though than that. Let's do one for keyboard again. Can I do anything else? Specky conversion by Greg Holmes, Andy Green. I know Andy Green. He's designed the. He's still active in the community. He writes a few books as well. Actually, he's a nice fella. Well, I don't know Andy Green. I've seen his works, and I think I may have commented on a few of his Facebook things. But anyway, yeah, no, nice, great. Let's just see if I can work out what the control is. I'm going to change the direction if I can work out how to do it. No. Options. What's to move up and down in here? If I can work out what's up and down in here, I think I can work out what's up and down. Yeah, I want to be on the left because I think that'll be more sensible for me. Ball speed 3. Ah. That's up. That's down. There we go. I've got the up and down. It's P and L. Q. Right. 0. Here we go. Ah. Oh. That's not very good. Breakout. I like it. I want one of them energy things now, though, because that was the thing that gave me the bigger ball. Come on, give me an energy thing. That's quite good, this. I'd have been delighted with this tape back in the day. I thought crack out was something else. I'm thinking of, is it clack out? Clack on? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. So, here we go. Here we go. Right. Oh, I'm doing quite well. Concentrating, by the way. Sorry about the silence. I'm having a little concentration. Oh, you see, that's what happens when I don't concentrate. I nearly cleared that level. I like that. That was really good. It's a good game. I like the music as well. 1987. Crack out. Yeah, good. Good game. Great. Okay, let's carry on. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next phase, and we'll have a little look at that. We'll see what else is on. Okay. I'm gonna go with what we got here. What's the game? No, I'm not. I'm gonna reset that. Right. Let's go reset that. I'm sorry. I've got background noise at the moment. There's some next neighbour. I'm just gonna close the door because he's drilling. Hang on a second. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Ran away for a second. Okay, he's decided to drill right outside my back door when the door's open because it's a nice sunny day. Brilliant. Anyway, right, okay, let's go for loading. Can you not see that the light is on for recording? Okay, here we go. Alright. So, this is what we got here. What was it called again? It was called Shockwave Rider. Sounds like something to do with like extreme surfing or something similar. Don't think it will be extreme surfing, maybe. What's a good little tape, actually, that one. Sweevo's World looked really quite good. I quite like the look of that for some reason. Still don't know what Laurel and Hardy's got to do with it, but anyway, or Laurel anyway. Crackout was brilliant. The rolling Shadow of the Beast demo. I'm blown away by at least by the music on it and the attempt to try and achieve that game. That's blown me away. That really has. I hope you've all had a cup of coffee or at least a drink of some sort. You know, I'm obsessed by coffee. No, I'm not obsessed by coffee. I like coffee. Yeah, a cup of tea then. You're a tea person. Or a drink later on. Cup of cocoa. Maybe. If you're watching it in bed. I don't know what you're doing in bed watching it, but, you know. Yeah. Oh! Faster than light. FTL. Shockwave Rider. Okay. 2 minutes 40. Actually, I've said this before about these things. I like them, but I hate them at the same time, because now I know how long it's going to take to load, and if it doesn't load, I'll know. His eyes got a bit piercing, aren't they? You got a couple of dots, it's like staring into my soul. Stop it, stop it. It's burning. He's looking at me. He's looking at me. He's got his eyes on me. I'm done. I've obviously upset him in some way. I didn't steal a skateboard. I haven't got your sweets. I don't know what he wants. I wish he'd go away. I've got to wait 2 minutes before he disappears. Stop staring at me. He's horrible. Oh, I've enjoyed this session. I hope you have, because I've really enjoyed this one. This has been a good one. This has been a really good one. I've really enjoyed the fact that we've actually. Well, I know we've had to cheat a little bit with PlayZX. I've gone went a little bit more positive with this. We're not going to take 45 minutes like last time round to actually test it before it actually loads. It's the worst ones for me are the ones where I started off and we get to like 3 or 4 minutes worth of loading, and then the whole thing goes tape error. So you go, right, okay, we'll give it another try, and then you get all the way to that point again, and you get 3 seconds beyond it, and then it just crashes again. So then I have to get onto the PlayZX, or I try and it does take. Sometimes the easy ones are the ones where they go, tape error within the first 30 seconds. Those are the easy ones because we know where we stand with those. We know that it's not going to work, and we know that we definitely know where we're going to have to go to something else. So that's what happened this week, and I'm quite thankful for it. It's a bit of a shame we couldn't work out what the mystery one was on the other side of the Rogue Trooper. It would have been quite nice to at least get a title appear on the screen. There was no point in fast forwarding through it because it was only short tape, and I don't think they would. Well, you never know if they'd attempt to stick something else on it, but we're going to assume they didn't. So we're going to go with quite a fast one. I am going to try. I've been going out for weeks, and I haven't realised. Didn't cross my mind. I'm going to try recording back from PlayZX onto a tape and see whether or not we actually get a decent, record that I can play back, because that kind of then allows me to put them back onto tapes where I know that they are faulty. But we've now been able to, assuming the tape isn't destroyed, we might actually be able to put a thing back onto it. That's a really positive move rather than a negative move. Oi! Right, K for keyboard. Start Peter practice. I'm going to pick the north side. North side district. Bonus for 5 bystanders. What is this? This looks cool. What's my keys? Ah, right, okay. My head fell off. Oh, no. I've got to work out how to walk off the edge here. It's a P&L. I've got to walk onto the... What's the move? What's the keys to move? Can't work out the keys. No ammo. I've got to go over to that thing first to get some ammo, I'm guessing. My head keeps getting knocked off. I've not got any more... Can I step onto this? I've paused it. H to hold. K and M. That's annoying. K for keyboard. Ah! That's better. OP. Up, down, fire. Yes! Right, okay. Shockwave Rider. Never heard of it. Pete practice. I'm going to go with the East Side Park this time round. 5 bottles. Right, okay. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but I'm going to... Oh, look, I'm on! I'm avoiding this guy. Oh! They've got me. So, what do I do here? So I'm like bouncing around. Oh, they've got me again. They keep ripping my head off though. They're a bit harsh, aren't they? Let's see if I can get that. Is that weapons? Spheres! How do I fire the sphere? I can't fire the spheres. It says I've got spheres. Press the spacebar. There, fire the sphere. You can fire once you've got them, it seems. You have to press the direction and fire to get them. Oh, you horrible man! Shockwave Riders. It's like escalator's gone wrong. It's maybe me, but I think that's escalator's gone wrong, isn't it? You know, this kind of get in the airport where you stand on them and it's easy enough. Right, I'm going to start the full game. Can I? No, won't let me start the full game for some reason. Right, I'm going to grab this. Oh, I've got to avoid that. Beware of muggers. Really? I like the graphics. There's a lot of effort been made on that. Oh, damn it. Made a mistake there. That was cut my own head off. Oh, can't fire fast enough. Can't fire fast enough. I'm doing okay. I don't know if I'm doing okay or I'm not doing okay. I just can't fire fast enough to kill these guys. Alright, so I've got him. Let's jump on the expressway thing. Oh, that was lucky. More luck than... I like that they've done the perspective, so they get closer to you as I come down the screen. That's kind of cool. Somebody's made some effort there. Oh God, got a bonus. I want to play the main game. I've done it there. Enter's the actual button you press. Right, okay, so north side. Got bricks now to throw at people. It's just a strange game. Genuinely strange. Ball. Killed by a ball. This is so weird. I wonder what the cover art looked like for it. It just jumps on you and that's you instantaneously dead. I'm concentrating here. You can hear it. Well, you can hear the silence as my little brain ticks. Can I jump? Can I get you? No, he hurts me and kills me. That must be a pedestrian there, though. That little dude there must be a pedestrian dude. He's horrible. Oh, he kills me as well. So there was bonuses for kill. I guess there's bonuses for killing them. Right, can I enter my name? Yeah. Oh, is that a game? Is this a game you guys have ever played before? It seems a bit... I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing I've got to make it to the end of the level. I guess that's all I've got to do. Make it to the end of the level. It's quite good. I quite like that. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Thank you for watching. It's been a good one this week, and I've really enjoyed it. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video next week. Volume 5, halfway through the season. Good stuff. Anyway, see you soon. Bye-bye.